4.
Countdown.
Yes.
Countdown.
Oh, man.
Welcome to another bad. Oh, nope, sorry. Welcome to Warriors United.
Okay.
It's okay. It's all good.
I hope we're gonna have bloopers because that's gonna be up there. But while we're recovering from that situation, please subscribe us. Please push the button. Please subscribe, share, because we like you, and we want everyone to share with us. And subscribe. Everyone's doing a great job. Now, Rupert is having a meltdown right now because he just did a major blooper.
I guess that's due to number 34. I think he thinks he's 34 again.
I hope it's to do with his age.
Hey, do you remember you were 34?
No. Hello, gentlemen.
Do you remember when you were 34? Look, he can't even remember.
Wait a minute. Oh, my eyes are watering. Oh, my God. Woo, what a way to start.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome.
Welcome,
hey, guys.
everybody.
How was your weekend?
I still want you to answer the question. Do you remember when you were 34?
Right now, I remember what I was yesterday. So it's just
My weekend was great, man. What can I do?
Work, church?
Oh, man, I'm drawing a blank. What did I do this weekend?
Well, while he's thinking, what a wonderful weekend. Well, all I know is that I've been on the church grounds because we getting ready for convocation and sanctuary looking good.
Oh, yeah, that's what I did.
Parking lot looking good. And so there's like final touches added today and stuff going on. Hardworking people from Transformation and the other outside churches coming together and working together for this beautiful convocation that's getting ready to come, which will be 80 degrees
plus
all week. So yeah, we're just looking forward to convocation.
So he reminded me. That's what I was doing Saturday as well.
Okay.
Working at the church, doing things, getting together. And after that, came home. My wife and I, we went out, had a nice evening, and just enjoyed ourselves. We know what's going to happen the rest of the week, and here we are.
Yeah. I'm getting.
Oh no, I did. Oh, sorry. I saw family members. I passed by Simon and Kirsten's house because Kirsten's parents were in town.
Nice.
So I spent some time with them, we had a great time playing spades.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yep.
Now, do Christians play spades?
Yes, we do. Because listen, spades. It's a black game. Okay. So we were doing that. There's no money. We were just a friendly.
But do Christians play spades?
I know. See.
What about like that? There's dominoes? Do Christians play dominoes?
Do Christians throw darts? Okay. We play Monopoly.
Right. I play dominoes with my niece and my brother-in-law, so I hope that we do play. I hope we can play. But it was no money, it's for fun. Right. They kicked our butt, but it was my daughter. I don't know if you looked at my Facebook page, but 2 of my daughters graduated last week.
Yes, congratulations.
Yes, we did. I saw that. Yes.
And then my second graduated from high school.
Nice.
Going to Rutgers, so very proud of her.
Yeah.
We had a little
Scarlet
graduation.
Knights.
I'm sorry?
Scarlet Knights.
Scarlet Knights, that's right. Scarlet Knights, yep. And
I know them well because I'm still paying them.
He says,
because I'm still paying them, so I know them well.
I know who those folks are. Know who those jokers are.
So the Monopoly statement can go into our topic tonight, right?
Well, which leads into that. So tonight's show is, if you were wealthy, what would you do?
How would you spend?
You do.
What would you really do?
Right.
Now, let me be a devil's advocate here.
Okay.
Somebody gonna come up here and print on there, Well, you know what? I'm first going to give to the homeless, and I'm going to give to this organization, and then I'm going to buy my whole family each a car, and buy my parents, if still live in a house, and and if any kids are going to school or college, I'll pay for their full tuition.
Okay.
I'm just saying what people are going to say. I'm not. That's not me. I'm not saying that. But
well, those are good options. I
Those
mean,
are the options.
I was
Exactly.
waiting-
But you
I was-
forgot about
I was
the
waiting
10%.
for. I was waiting for the number one option. I'm going to tithe.
Right, that's the first one. Yeah.
But most people are probably not going to say that. But
No.
that should be the first option. I'm going to give back to God because God blessed me.
He
so
did.
that'd be great.
he did.
That'd be your first option. But yeah, then a lot of things that you said would people to upgrade their home. But let's put a dollar amount. Let's say
Okay. Yes.
so that way people understand what we're talking about. We're not talking about just getting, $20,000. We're talking about you got a millions of dollar contract or whatever it is, inheritance, however you got it. You played the lottery. Somebody gave you a lottery ticket. Don't want to talk about it. You won. You
But
won.
you know what?
You put a cap on it. Say 5 million. Say you want 5 million.
Yeah, because $1 million nowadays, man, really can go just like water.
Depends.
If you crazy,
Yes, if you're crazy.
Yeah.
if you crazy, yeah, $1 million doesn't last that long. I mean,
Because how long should technically $1 million should last you if you did?
it all depends on how much you value that $1 million, right? If you know that $1 million is not that much, not what it used to be, it can last you 5 years.
Yeah.
Because you think $200,000, you think, well, one thing, it depends what you're gonna buy. Am I gonna buy a house? What house am I buying? Houses are expensive now.
That can get you cool million right there.
Right. You could lose your $4 million right off the spot.
Yeah.
Or you can say, well, you know what? I'm gonna put a down payment on a nice house. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm going to put a nice 10, 20% down payment on a nice house. That still can cost you $120,000, right? It still can cost you a lot of money. But then you say, I'm going to buy a car and I'm going to put the rest of it away. That's, and make it grow and live off of some of the interest.
Yes.
I'm not going to stop working. People are going to say, I'm going to stop working. I got $1 million. I'm not going to work no more. You crazy.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm not going to work. I'm not going to work.
Well, you coming close though.
That's what I'm saying.
You coming close right now.
But Mark, you are almost every time. I'm talking about, let's say it was 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
But you say I'm not going to work. No, because you end up going back to work after 5 years, trying to find out, I got to make some more money now. Because you're right. It's not as much as it used to be.
Right.
It's not.
There we go. Good start.
This protocol has been established with tithing.
Doesn't that sound like an elder? Invest and have fun.
But he's right. Once you do what you me personally, I would definitely tithe.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I would want to travel, go places I've not gone, have some fun, live a little.
Where are you gonna go, Gwino?
You know what? I'm gonna put this man out the door. We know someone who. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna.
We're not gonna do
that. But I would like to travel.
Yeah,
really. I mean, really travel. Just enjoy.
I would take at least one fantasy trip. Like I would take at least one like, honey, we're gonna go
to New
and
York,
just live the high life for one trip. Not fantasy islands. Stop whispering over there.
So your fantasy trip would be go straight to Newark, New Jersey.
I'm not going to bother with him, man. I'll let you know. I would say I would go. Let's go to some place. Let's go to the expensive hotel that we would never do. Right?
The plane. Fantasy Island.
I knew he was going to say something like that, but that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Wait, Dexter. Oh, brother Dexter.
If I was wealthy, I got to read this. I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
If I was wealthy, I would share my money with all of you so you all have money to meet your needs.
Well, Thank you.
How can
Dexter.
we not say thank you to that?
Thank you.
I would. I want that young man to be wealthy because
I want that young man to go across the seas instead of Gwinnett, so he could have a real good, wonderful fantasy vacation.
Let's
You
mark
deserve
meetings today. Simon's on something else today. Convocations around the corner. Convocations around the corner. Simon's like, I got to get all my jokes in today because the rest of the week I got to be all serious. I want to get all my jokes in today.
But when you think about it, when you do have a lot of money, you definitely become debt free. Get rid of all your unnecessary obligations. And once you've been freed up from that, the sky's the limit. Of course, investing, giving to, respectful charities, helping your local church out, whatever the case may be. Family. But
go ahead.
Because it's interesting when you hear about people who do come in a large sum of money. People come out of the woodwork. People you haven't seen in years.
It's a
family
fact.
You haven't talked to in years.
It's a fact.
It's like they're knocking at your doors. Like, where have you been all this time? Now that you got a little bit of coins, as they say, they come out of nowhere.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is. That's a strange. That's a phenomenon that always happens. So
who could this be?
For a young person starting out, they need to save that money, especially for future homes and contemplating marriage and children for future.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Okay, hold on.
But first, this is not directed to Mark.
No, it's not directed to me.
I love you, Anita. But no
dear.
25-year-old who coming in all that money is thinking about any of them things right there. They're not thinking about a future home. They're not worried about and they definitely not worried about how much children are going to cost. They thinking about, I want to travel. I want to get that nice car. I want to have that nice outfit. I want to have that nice closet. They think with everything. Young people's mindset, and if there's any young folk on here, please tell me if I'm wrong. 25 and below, or even 30 below. Marriage they're not saving up for marriage. They're not thinking about that.
No.
Maybe for a home because they want to buy a place, but they may spend too much on that place depending upon how much money they're winning or getting.
But
so
even if
I'm not so sure about.
No, you're right, because even if marriage was on the brinks right here, do they want to marry him because of the money? Or they're going to marry him because they love him for the money?
Right.
So I can understand that part right there.
Yeah.
But that's a good point, right? Because wouldn't that be, let's say you were just with me, we were hanging out, I get all this money. Now all of a sudden you talk, oh, we should get married. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Right. That's something I have to worry about.
Right. Oh, here we go.
I would definitely help my children and pay down the student loans and take Mark on a super duper vacation for 2 weeks.
Only 2 weeks?
Oh, come on. She's in a super duper vacation. And hopefully wherever he goes, there's roller coasters. So
then there you go. That is super duper.
Yeah, that's super duper.
But that's a true point what you said. You definitely want to make sure your family is taken care of.
Yes.
Not Warren Buffett.
But that's Warren Buffett.
That's him.
Warren Buffett, he was the second richest man in this country. He told his kids, I'm going to give you $150,000 and you got to do the rest yourself. I'm not doing
it. But he gave them $150,000.
$150,000 was like 1,000 to us.
Yes.
But still, I'll take $150,000. No. Hand out right now.
Hold it. But if your dad is worth,
I know,
$10 billion, and he tells you, I'm going to give you to you, it's like, wait a minute, Dad, you used to give me allowance about that much when I was a kid.
I know. Well, look but then you just said it. Okay, so their father or mother gets all this money.
Mm-hmm.
Does the children's allowance increase?
For me, no.
You said no.
For me, no, because I still want my kids to understand the fight, right? I still want my kids to, like, for me, I don't want my child, I like, right now I'm trying to get a business. Okay, so this is facts. I'm trying to get this business up and running. And I was telling my wife, I said, the reason why I'm pouring all my life into this is because at the end of the day, I want my kids to be able to run this business. I want them to say, wait a minute, we can be part of this. I want lawyers and social workers and all this stuff that will take this business to the next level, but I have to get in there and get it started. But I don't want them to think, oh, we going to live off of this business because we're not doing nothing because the business is running on its own. No, I want them to be part of it and say, look, this is our stuff now and work hard for it because that's a benefit to them in the long run because money doesn't always last. It comes and it does this, it goes.
But that's the mindset that changes now because that's what the wealth will do. I'm not saying on all aspects, but you don't think you have to work for anything no more. You don't think you have to do anything no more. Then all of a sudden that word privilege comes in because you don't have to do anything and you privileged and you used to have these friends who you used to hang out with. And now they want to hang out with you because they think you got money. And so now your relationship changes now, all because these few pennies just come into your life now.
But, you know, to Simon's point, that's why it's important to have somebody who knows finances because you can get that money and be gone if it's not handled wisely. And if you're just frugal with it, again, like I said earlier, like water going right through your fingers. As soon as you get it, it's gone. So you got to understand how to use that money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going back to questions. Yeah, here we go.
A smart young person thinks ahead and maybe thinking of those things.
Okay, she's answering you, sir.
Yeah,
she's talking to you.
I say
smart. A smart.
A smart.
But how smart? Right. They're still
That's
young.
Subject to interpretation.
They're still young. I still have to, and I wish maybe one will come on, but I still think that even a smart young person is not thinking that far ahead because they're looking again. $1 million, maybe. If they let's talk right now. You're a 21-year-old kid out of college, get to the NBA. They give you a free $4 million a year contract. You're sitting on the end of the bench. You're not even playing. But
exactly.
On this team getting $3 to $4 million a year. That young guy, all he's thinking about is, wow, I get checks every week. Man, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. They get lost in it.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a financial advisor, you're gonna lose everything. These young guys who play, they come out, they have nothing after a while.
Right.
So it's tough. It's a tough thing, but we'll get to that.
Yes, we get into it.
Okay. I got to read it. I love it. I love my good friend here. She says, tithe and offering, home maintenance and upgrades, set up trust, investments, and then travel. In that order?
Okay.
All right.
And Nadine, this is coming from me, Nadine. Since you like your cane, you can get a gold one. Okay.
And make sure you keep it on a lock and key.
Yes. Get rid of that cane.
I would tell her not to get a gold one. That's the first thing somebody's going to try to get from her when she walks in.
When you come down, I'll introduce you to Nadine.
Cool.
You're welcome.
But she put in a good order, man. She said a lot of good things, right? Yeah. Home maintenance upgrade.
Yes.
Instead of getting a brand new home, right? You laughed at your joke. Instead of getting a brand new home, upgrade your home.
Right.
Add a room. Do something that's a lot cheaper. Like you said, Mark, pay off the house.
Pay it
off.
Pay
it off. Do your upgrades. He's setting up trusts. Good and bad. That's a good and bad. There's a lot of good to setting up trust. Rich people do it all the time. And then again, investments, then travel. She put in a good order. But when you win the money, I guarantee it won't be that order.
No.
Travel will come travel will jump
to the front.
Let me get away from here because my family and my friends are getting on my nerves right now.
Right. Travel and buying cars you're not going to drive.
But travel comes up, right? Because, well, I shouldn't say it. So some people are well-traveled, right? Some people have traveled over the world and they are well, so they don't need it. But for folks like myself who aren't well-traveled, I'd be thinking about, I'm going to go to China. I'm going to go to South Africa. I want to go see the pyramids in Egypt.
Yes.
I want to go to Israel and see where Jesus walked. All these things come to my mind. Now, this is what I want to do.
Right.
And travel would come. Travel for me, that'd be number one. Tithing, then travel.
Or you can be like some of those celebrities who buy an island.
Rupert Island. What?
No, it don't even sound right. It don't even sound right. Rupert Island.
No. There's already Rupert Land in Canada. Thank you.
You got a nickname or something?
There's Rupert Land in Canada. Thank you very much. Yes.
Rupert Land. So
Prince
is
Rupert
it a wilderness?
Prince Rupert of Wales. He actually had a place named after him in Canada called Rupert Land, and I would have Rupert Island. I don't care if it sounds good or bad.
You might as well say Warriors Island.
Yeah, Warriors Island.
We do that. Warriors Island. We do that.
But that would be a good thing to do if you had a lot of money. Buy your own island and set up some hotels or Airbnbs or whatever. And there you go.
No. I'm setting up a house, and it'd be my island. It'd be for me to go to get away from everybody. It'd be like, we're going on vacation. Where we going to? My island. Come on, guys.
That'd be boring. There's nobody else there.
I know.
I would invite people. What are you talking about?
And that's the only way you're going to see people. If you invite them.
Of course, I'd invite people.
Have you seen that?
Yourself?
You remember back in the day, that show called Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous?
Yes.
And some of the houses that they had was just mind-blowing. But again, it was their lifestyle.
It was, and they had money. They had super amount of money.
Yes.
Right? They're making 20 million, 10 million a year bringing money in. And that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I couldn't imagine having that much money and being able to do just that. I couldn't imagine.
So, I just pulled this up. What's his name? Floyd Mayweather. He has 100 cars in his garage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And since 2021. And she showed up his cars. That's 100 cars.
Why? Well, a lot of probably collectors, right?
Yeah.
No.
They don't drive them all. Some of them are just there because they want.
Yeah, it's collections. Yeah, they're collections. But remember, in his garage.
Hold up. Put that one back up, please. I couldn't visit Rupert Island because Uncle Rupert wouldn't have any vegetables in the restaurant.
Go ahead, Holly. Holly got one there.
So your island is not on the visitors' hot list.
Holly, I'll tell you right now, Holly, for you, I'd have a full section.
A section?
Is vegetarian.
What kind of section is this?
A vegetarian section.
And then what you gonna have on the other section? You're gonna have like cows and chickens and
that'd be nothing but meat. Meat and rice.
No vegan meat.
All the meat and rice you want. No, all the tofu would be the other section. You can have this section be nothing but meat and rice, and that section be all the vegan stuff. Whatever you want.
He gonna be drinking a lot of coconuts.
So you already got one strike against your island. So.
Already. Rupert Island.
That's an easy fix. That's an easy fix. You know what? But you know what? That's not true because my family I have some vegans on my wife's side. So I'd have to have some vegetables. My wife loves vegetables, so I'd have to have some. But I would also have exotic meats though, like alligator, boar,
cat, dog, horse.
Well, I mean, wait a minute. No, you're talking about all the alligator boys. So your island is going to be what? I mean, surrounded by alligators and boars.
I'm going to bring alligator meat.
You have to bring them in.
Yeah, bring alligator meat. Or you know what? Or I could have a part of my island have an alligator pit, and like you have a turkey pit, and one day I have turkey, one day I have alligator. Alligator gars a fish I've never had.
Well, see, for me, I wouldn't buy an island. I would buy a nice size yacht.
You can bring
That
it to
way
Maui.
I can boat to your island and leave your island, because realize your island is about nothing, whereas my yacht will have everything on it that you would need.
Bro, my
All
island
kinds of
have
food.
basketball court,
Yes.
tennis court, multiple pools.
Hella-
on
you-
all
yeah,
the
Have
islands.
a heliport and everything.
I
You know
will have
your
a
yacht ain't
heliport.
gonna have no basketball court or nowhere.
It will have a soccer pitch.
Oh,
Hey,
I'll
look,
have a soccer pitch. Oh, definitely. And matter of
Definitely,
fact,
yes.
I will have Lionel Messi come and play on my soccer pitch because I have enough money to rent him for a day.
and how you gonna ask him? He don't speak English.
Right. Okay, I'll get Ronaldo now.
And then he can play. They can play on our island. My island.
I'll just get Jude Bellingham. I mean, because he a Brummie, so I'll get him. But wait a minute, let's go back to
Some of these questions we have or comments.
what he's got to get an alligator. Alligator
So would
meat.
you change the people you hang with for better or worse? Ooh.
Ah,
That's a good question, Stan.
it's a great question, because you may want them to still be your friends, but your friendship will change a little bit, because now,
It's all about what you have.
yeah, and you can help them.
It goes back to what I said earlier about when you get money, people come out of the woodwork you hadn't seen before. So it's kind of like the company that's trying to rub shoulders with you now.
And
So you got to be careful with it.
But even if you tried, let me say, even if you try to still be who you are or you want to be and have friends like that, money changes attitudes. Money changes
The person holding it.
appearances and
Yeah.
all that stuff. So that will be difficult to continue. But you would still, I believe, your true friends would still be your true friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the question would be, the people that you already hang with. I'm thinking is what, brother Lashane is asking, right? He's asking,
Would you
people-
change?
I'm asking, I'm hanging with you guys. Would I still
Yeah.
hang with you guys? Right?
That's the question.
Right. So that it would all come down to not who I am, but how much you guys understand I have to change.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's what it really come down to. Would my friends understand how much I have to change? If you come from a place where you don't have a lot and all of a sudden you get a lot of money, you gotta change. It's not that you want to, you have to. Because
Yeah.
if you don't, you're gonna lose everything. MC Hammer.
But
Right.
that's like someone from college. They go straight up to professional.
Yep.
They have to change,
Yeah.
because
Ja
now
Morant, look at
they-
Ja Morant, didn't change.
exactly, and
Don't-
look what
don't-
happened.
Don't pull up stuff yet, producer. Hold up. We're going through. You skipped some.
Yeah.
So that's a great question because, but again, I think that if people don't understand that you have to make certain changes, it's going to be difficult for you to hang with them. So I think you have to hang. I think it's going to come down. That's a great question. But I think it's going to come down to, do people understand that you have to make the changes?
Mm.
If I'm an NFL prospect, LeBron James, all his buddies that he brought with him, all understood, I'm going to take you with me, but you have to finish college. You're going to work for my company. You got to do this. There were things that they had to do to stay in that clique. And they did it. They understood that he's the guy with the money, but there's things you got to do to stay in this clique because I'm planning on doing stuff. So I think it's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
I really do.
Well,
That's a good
before you
question.
put our good friend Sister Esther up, it's time for you to say your.
Please, half an hour or half an hour has gone already, and time is really moving really fast. So please keep continuing to press the subscribe button and press the like button and the share button, please, because what we do here is because what you do out there makes us all successful and be great on who we are. We love you.
Wow.
Push.
Wow, that got me choked up when he said that.
Oh,
Wow. He said, what you do out there. Wow. Man, hold on, I ain't got a tissue.
It's convocation.
Oh,
like Rupert says, I gotta change my
He's never used that phrase before. What you do out there. He's never used that one. Man, I tell you. Ooh.
Okay. Our producer's going like this. Where's he?
You come in half an hour late. You're gonna tell me to roll? Yeah, really? Yeah, I got you.
What's Esther talking about? Let's see what good
What Esther saying?
I don't really think of wealth so much in terms of money. Give me salvation, good health, families, friends, good times, laughter, etc. Then I am wealthy. Money ain't nothing but a thing.
Go ahead, West Side. We totally agree. Which we totally yes, which is true. Yeah, which is true, but
I'm going to take off my glasses for a minute.
Me too. I took mine off.
Sister Esther. God bless you, sister. There is no choir behind me.
Let me finish your coffee.
That's a great thing to say from the pulpit. Money is just a thing, but if you have Christ, then I agree 100%.
Yes.
But the Bible even tells us that the root of all evil is money. But it tells us to be lenders and not borrowers. To be a lender, you have to have money. Somebody once told me that the scripture about the rich, it's harder for a rich man to get to heaven than to put a camel's hair through a needle. Doesn't mean about money. It means about your mindset. Right?
You just broke up for 2 seconds there, bro.
Yeah.
You have to, I'm sorry, but you have to have, wealth is a good thing in the church if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Having money is a good thing because somebody who has money can help build, can help construct, can do so many good things. We want all those things, and I agree with you. But if the Lord blesses me with 100 million,
Shana.
Glory to God. I'll be speaking in tongues every Sunday, no doubt. Running up and down those aisles. As soon as the preacher says, can we say, Shatama?
You know what?
Wait a minute. Bishop talked about that.
Yes.
At church. He talked about people speaking in tongues.
Yes.
But Esther, if I did, I would help finish the nursing station at Transformation Church.
You know what? You know what?
No. We go back to.
Oh, go back to this one?
Yeah, this is for you. This is for you.
You and your island and your alligator.
You and your island alligators.
Hey, Anita, you would love alligator. Trust me. Tastes like chicken. You would love it.
He only wears them.
Right? He only
wears them.
Oh, you know what? I did forget about the art studio. Yes, that would definitely be a plus. A yacht with an art studio.
Which will be at the bottom of the boat.
There you go.
Yeah, at the bottom of the yacht.
Well, Ken, we did talk about the 10% in the beginning of the show. So,
well, if you was here on time, we got you, sir.
That was the beginning of the show. Talking about giving that 10%. So,
yeah, it was the first thing we said is important to do.
Well,
changes some people. They may start to look down on others less fortunate.
Some people do,
and that even with. Not only with money, but when people get a certain position or promotion, their whole attitude and countenance changes. Like they're no longer the same person. It's like they're looking down because they've been elevated up. Even in ministry, when some people are elevated up to the next level of ministry, all of a sudden it's like they got their nose up.
Yeah.
And I don't get that.
But once their nose go up, just take that collar and just pull it because they're not looking down.
Well, not even just the collar, whatever level of ministry you're promoted from to the next.
But it's like that.
The attitude about
but it's like that when you get a job.
Yeah.
And especially if you get a job and they say, you've just been promoted and you're going to get $200,000 a year now or whatever. Then all of a sudden you're like, none of y'all can say nothing to me no more. This is the changes I'm going to make. This is what's going to, and if you beefing with somebody, you going to make it hard for them. Oh my goodness gracious.
I have to laugh because real quick, just a little off the thing. Cause people at my job know what time I come in, what time I leave. So this one lady today talking about, where you going? I look at her, I said, mind your business, and walked out the door. I told her, I said, you mind your business.
That was the Holy Ghost.
It's like, you know what time I leave, and you gonna ask a question. Where you going?
I hope that was a friend of yours. I hope that was a friend.
Yeah, it was a friend. It was a friend. Because she started laughing at the end. I'm like, you don't play with me like that when I'm rolling out that door.
But how do you feel if you were on the other end, right? Somebody got promoted, has money, and then looked down on you. Would you feel like, I understand because now, or would you feel, man, that's horrible, I would never do that, and you might do it? You know, how would you feel?
You said if we did that, look down on somebody?
If you were the one receiving that.
Oh, I have.
It wouldn't bother me.
I have, and it's like, you know, I just look at you and keep on
No,
going.
it wouldn't bother me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you do. That's how you do. That's not going to change me.
Right. I'm still going to speak to you.
Because there's people on my job who do that, get in positions, or I make this much, and you hear them and you say, you know how you sound? I mean, wow.
What job?
Huh?
What job?
The job that Tommy got. Tommy don't have no job.
The love of money, root of all evil. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The love of it, not having it.
Now, this is a good one. I like this. Is the root of all evil money or the love of money?
It's the love of money.
It's the love of money.
Yes.
If you love money, you're going to be in trouble. If you get money and you do the right thing by it, you're going to be just fine.
Yeah.
One of the hosts just said that the friend would need a college degree to still hang with him. Just say,
Who?
Yeah, I would pay for the college. Yeah, I would. If I had money and I wanted them to elevate and work for me, I'd say, here's money to go to college. I wouldn't tell them they have to go get the college. I'd say, here's the money, like LeBron James did. I'm going to pay for your college. Get your education, get your degree, because you're going to need to go where we go. Because as we all know, all business is not done by just who you are. Some business you have to have a degree to get certain things done. You cannot do social work without a social worker's degree. You're not going to say, oh, come on in. Right?
Now, see, but wait a minute. He's playing this song. Every time I did overtime at the post office, I would come back at 9 o'clock, 9:30 in the night. I'd have my speaker on and bust through the door with that playing loud. And everybody would bust out laughing, say, Simon's here. Because you made that extra 3 hours of overtime.
Oh, okay.
So I would play that song every time I had overtime. I'd come bust through the doors and go, Simon's back.
But you know, the prophets, OJs,
Prophets.
They had some good lyrics to that song.
Yes, he was.
When it talks about some people got to have it. You know,
yeah, they got to.
The words of this song make sense.
Yeah.
And it speaks truth. So
some people gotta have it. Some people miss, like if you like we were talking about, I think my sister actually asked a question last Tuesday. She asked about idols and what are some idols. Money is some people's idol right off the bat, man. They like Simon, you were saying overtime. If you hear overtime on Sunday, they'll take that. Oh, I got overtime. Oh, but Pastor, I don't do it all the time. I don't care if you did it once. You chose that money over God. You made that choice. And I understand because you got bills to pay, but like I said on that day, you have to trust God to handle your bills for you, and he will. If you're going to do them yourself, he's not going to get involved. People think that God wants to share the mastery of who he is. He doesn't. He says, I'm the master of this stuff. I can handle everything for you. If you want to do it, you do it. Otherwise, I'll handle it. But okay. Oh, you already said that one. Okay. So let's get to
I just got to read this part.
The prophet OJ's got some words.
It says, for the love of money, people steal from their mother. From the love of money, people steal from their brother. For the love of money, people can't even walk the streets because they never know who in the world is going to be. Isn't that crazy? For the love of money. Steal from their mother.
Steal from, yep. Got to have it.
Yeah. That's what they do. I just got that line for convocation service.
I got a question for the host. What if you did win some money? Would you go back to Jamaica for a vacation? Oh yes, he said yes. He said yes.
Okay.
Anyway,
so here, so let's move to this thing because we want to talk about this, right? Athletes who've gone and won money and now they're struggling or whatever it may be.
Yes.
Do we think that athletes, or not athletes only, entertainers, they'll make a lot of money? Is it worth that athlete or that entertainer make $20 million? A movie. Is it worth it for Will Smith to get paid $20 million or Tom Cruise to make $20 million to make a movie? Is it worth it?
Well, see, that's the issue right there, because I don't know how they even justify their salary.
Yeah.
So where does the justification comes in?
So would you? Okay, you said 20 million.
Mm-hmm.
So when would it be the next time that you would want to make another movie? Because you already got 20 million. Now, of course, their living lifestyles is way, way different. So, but you make 3 movies and you ain't taking nothing less than 20 million. So you got 60 million in 2 years. Well, I mean, and what?
Well, that's what they do, right?
That's just what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. You see them make, a movie every year.
Yeah.
Right? And they do that, or athletes. Like, okay, so I know we're not all Cowboy fans, but what's his name just got Cowboy, you know what I'm saying? What's his name just got paid? What's his name? Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
Just got paid $36 million a year.
Yep.
Right now, CeeDee Lamb's out there saying, "Well, that's about where I want to be." It's like, first of all, you catch a ball. You are talented, you skilled, you special, but you catch a ball.
Yes.
And you're going to get paid $36 million a year to catch a ball. Is that justifiable?
Not.
Again, how do you justify it?
That's but CeeDee Lamb, I'm sorry. He's not in that caliber of Justin Jefferson, though, man. I'm sorry.
He is.
No, he's nowhere. No, he's nowhere. He's a great wide receiver. He's a great wide, but
it's about numbers more. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
It's not about.
Yes. I know what it's all about.
Right,
and plus the Vikings, they'd be stupid if they didn't keep him, because he's the number
Cowboys
one receiver out there. Exactly, but it doesn't justify the money. The money is just like 36 million. Wait a minute, for 18 weeks. And the rest 18 weeks. 18 games.
And maybe 21. Maybe 21 if you're lucky.
Oh yeah, because CeeDee, he's not gonna get he's just 18. He ain't making no 21.
So even with the entertainers. Entertainers. Like Taylor Swift.
That's all we can do.
Let's go to some of these questions.
Yeah, you're welcome. How back to listen to what?
Yeah, and how about you listen to it virtually too? When God says everybody come to heaven, and you still listen to virtually. Go ahead, listen to virtually.
Okay, so back to the entertainers, right?
How much does an entertainer make for the company? It's a good question, right? Because my illustrious sister is saying, well, why not pay them money because the company's making a whole bunch of money? But here's the thing: the person taking all the risk is not the actor; it's the company.
Yeah.
So if that movie bombs, whether or not that movie does good. That entertainer's making 20 million. Let me give you an example. Will Smith, After Earth. It was horrible movie. He made his money.
Horrible.
So that
Rotten Tomatoes tore that up.
How about this? I even give you a worse one. Eddie
his son
Murphy,
was in it.
Pluto Nash. Eddie Murphy and Pluto Nash.
I didn't watch it. Didn't watch that.
Don't. It has the
I didn't.
worst Rotten Tomatoes
not-
rating ever. And he made 20 million. So it's tough to say. I understand what my sister's saying, but the athlete, the entertainer, at least Taylor Swift is taking the risk, but the others aren't, right?
But that's like boxers.
LeBron,
They get paid by the fight.
but yeah, they get paid, but guess what? They're taking a huge risk because they could get themselves in that ring.
Yeah.
So I understand why they get paid. As long as you get paid that much. But I understand.
Wait, go back. Don't go back. Go back. I want to see. LeBron brings in more money for the Lackets than he earns.
Don't you tease my sister to go serious this week.
No. I agree with Deborah because they are Lackets. Because I ain't got no love for no Lakers at all. So from now on, I'm going to call them Lackets.
But unfortunately, Debbie, that is untrue. Before LeBron was there, they made money because Kobe was there. Before Kobe was there, they made money because Magic Johnson was there. The Lakers will always have a star. Doesn't make a difference who it is. They're always going to have a star. So that it doesn't really mean much.
I like John's comment. It says just weird to me. The athletes and artists make way more than doctors and surgeons who are out there saving lives. Even with that, you might want to add educators.
Yeah.
Because educators out there dealing with some of the roughest children, and they're not getting paid or compensated enough to deal. Some educators have to go out their own pockets to buy supplies for the classrooms, which is sad.
And will never, ever be recognized for it.
Never be recognized for it.
Yeah.
Come on, Jinx. You know they make a big dollar to distract us from real issues. You want to answer that? I mean, real issues. We're not talking. Are we talking about real issues here?
Okay. First of all, I don't even know what he's talking about.
That's what I said.
Issues are not real.
Well, we will get back. Let him explain, and then we'll get back to it.
Yeah. Okay. Then. Go ahead. Oh, back to your previous point. Yes, I'm still learning to trust God with my finances.
Hallelujah.
I know that I also still have the responsibility of being mindful with my money while I trust Him.
Very good, young lady. Very good.
Yeah, but I mean, it sounds beautiful until that. Like I always say to myself, right? I always said, man, I'm going to stay true to myself. I'm going to be the same person, whether I'm rich or whatever. But then I said to myself, man, if I get that money.
But truth be told, you don't know what you're going to do
Exactly.
with it.
Exactly.
I mean, you can speak these things now, but if that money should show up in an envelope.
Bruh.
But that's just like a situation. You could be somewhere and someone goes off. What is your reaction going to be? You do all this talk about, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. If someone did that to me, I would do this. The same situation comes on, and where are you? Ain't got nothing to say, nowhere to go. But you might react good. So you never, ever know when a situation comes right in front of you.
Right.
Yeah, you just don't know. You just don't know.
Now I'm trying to see how I'm going to take that, because when I see you, I'm going to hug you and I'm going to say thank you for the Lackets. Okay. Because you know I do love you, Deborah. Next.
Yeah, she's talking about the educated.
Yeah, Nadine. Yeah.
Okay. So let's get back to John's question, because we kind of skipped over it, because you made a great point there, Mark. Right?
Yes.
We have so many people, including the educators, that deserve more. But here's the issue, right? This goes back to Deborah's point. the teacher might teach and educate us, but they're not bringing in any revenue, right?
Okay.
Where Taylor Swift, who got taught by those teachers, brings in a ton of revenue because she's on a record label and that label makes a ton of money off her records.
That's a good point. And you know why? Because as you said that, teachers teach. Some of these athletes, I'll say football players, baseball players, and soccer players and all that, quite a few of them go back to their community and give back.
Yeah.
So that's the good side of when someone didn't forget where they came from.
True.
LeBron James.
Yeah, so exactly. So that's a good point. That's a great point.
I mean,
so
go ahead.
No, you.
But the problem that's where the problem really lies, right? Where we can't pay all these other ones that money because again they don't bring in. That's why the CEO of a company is considered the reason why the company is going where it's going, gets paid so much money, but he's not doing any of the grunt work.
None of the
right, or she's not doing any of the grunt work. She's in her
None
office signing papers, going to meetings, thinking of ideas, but everything else goes to everybody else below them. But they're not making the money that CEO is making. CFO.
Exactly.
Because they're not considered the one. Because I'm a computer operator making my $90,000 a year, but I'm not considered bringing in the money. The person bringing the money is the person who's making all the ideas. Except for you couldn't do the job if I wasn't sitting there pressing those buttons. But that's not what they think. So that's
pushing the button right now. So I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, you pushing some buttons even when I was at the post office. We out here in the cold, the snow. We doing all the hard work. We know how he works. We know he's done. But someone from the top going to tell us, you need to do it this way. You need to, and you have never been on the street. Next question. I like Marvin, what he just said. I know one thing. I won't give them 2 weeks notice. Not even a buy.
Now that one I think is very true. I think I might be that guy.
Yeah.
I might be that guy. I walk in.
I think I will give him 2 weeks.
I don't know. You just call out.
Well, it depends on the relationship you have with your superiors. I mean,
no, I could love them. I would come in and I would say, look, I can sit here for 2 weeks and do nothing.
Right.
Or I could just go. Because I'm not going to work right now. I got too much going on.
But did you see that commercial where the guy had hired these backup singers? And he goes into the store. He's singing about "I quit."
I quit. Yes,
that's I love it. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna rent some guys go to the job, say, "Back it up."
I mean, I probably wouldn't do this, but I would love to just go to the headquarters, know they're having a big meeting, walk in, sit in one of the chairs, just be like, "Fire me." Please fire me.
But we do that. That's like me walking back into the post office. I go to my case. I go, you know what? I'm going home. I'll go to my case and I throw all the mail on the floor.
Oh, I'll be mad at you, nigga. That's my mail.
And I just walk out. There we go, Esther. Questions are coming in. Back in the 1960s. Oh, okay. Dang. I was 5. Ward Cleaver was teaching Wally and Beaver to invest in stuff.
I remember that episode.
We need to constantly teach money so that paychecks to paycheck becomes a thing of the past.
Amen.
So true. So 100%. True.
100% agree with that one. You guys teach our kids about money young so they understand it. But unfortunately, young people are young people, so what they see a lot of times is different. Mm-hmm. And it unless you can really embed in their minds, some young people just want some of those things. Like my oldest daughter travels. She loves to travel, and I don't blame her. It's a good time to travel now because when you get married and have kids, it doesn't come so easy. So you can't really get mad at them, but I prefer to save her money to buy a home.
Right.
But hey, I can't.
Hey guys, guess what? We have come to the end of our 34th show, and guess what? Next week
we got 4 minutes left.
Oh, no, we got a big up next week's show.
Okay,
man.
Big it up, 34.
So next week is our 35th show. Woo!
35.
Big 3-5 man.
35.
So next week we're gonna be bringing you some fun, some bloopers, some
Oh no, some Indian speaking people, some Jamaicans, some British. We're gonna bring them all next week.
a whole gamut of people.
We might even bring on our producer to just
What?
We just might. 35th show is a big deal, so we might
It's a
have
big deal.
Yeah, but he's too busy. We gotta make it.
Well, he's only well, we got 35, so he's only been to 28, but it's okay. Okay.
Oh, Jesus wept.
Oh man! But you know, guys, it's hard to believe.
Yes, it's gone so fast.
We are embarking upon our 35th show. Just think about when we first started. I mean, look at where we are now, man. This is great.
And we're still learning, still going ahead, trying to do the best that we can,
Right.
learning from each other, learning from our people, and our guests, especially our guests that we have.
Yes.
We learned a whole lot from our guests. So it's great. It's going to be a great day.
Speaking of that, in the comments, if you would like to see a returning guest, type it in so we can try to reach out to them and bring them back. If you want to hear more about whatever the previous shows we've done and you want a particular guest to come back, let us know. We can try to reach out to them.
There's one person I know we got to get on this show.
Who's that?
One person we got to get on this show.
We know who that is.
Anita Brodus. No,
Who?
Anita Brodus.
Oh my goodness.
We got to get Anita Brodus.
She's on every show anyway. She's on every show anyway.
That's what I'm saying. But people got to see her live. Let's see if she can crumble under the pressure on a live situation.
Oh God.
I will let you guys invite her. I'm gonna be like Switzerland. I'm gonna be neutral.
but before, hey, everybody. So Convocation, hey, look for us. We are going to have. If you've watched or if you're watching the show, please come find us. We're going to be outside of the church sanctuary. We want to interview some of our great folks that have come and watched us. We just want to interview you and put you on our show, on our 35th show, because we really appreciate you. So please look for. I think we're going to be out there either Tuesday night or I don't know the night, but just look for us. You'll see our banner.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night. You'll see us out there.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Come on out if you're going to be at 5150 Baltimore Pike. We'd love to have you. Please. We want to interview you.
We do. So saying that, bring us out, sir.
So, well, everybody, thank you again for joining. We know you can do something better. But until then, we all want to say, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Oh!
It still didn't work. You guys want a delay. I'm telling you guys.
No, it was not. It was even. You were right with us.
Push the button. Push the button, man. Cut it off.
Find us. Just tell them it was a delay. It wasn't on time. All right. God bless you all.
Woo!